deliver me, 'cause all I seem to do is hurt me, hurt me, Lord, deliver me, 'cause all I seem to do is hurt me, hurt me, Lord, deliver me, 'cause all I seem to do is hurt me, hurt me. This is my exodus. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Southern Belle Speaks Sunday. I'm at work, so when I'm at work, you get a video while I'm at work because, unlike some other YouTubers, I don't pre-record. So, Southern Belle Speaks Sunday will be here at work. Well, I hope you guys don't mind. I can still say what I gotta say from here. So, as you just saw, I sang a song. I'm not sure if I sang on my channel before. Somebody's asked me to, but I never do because I don't know. I don't want the criticism. But nobody really watches my channel, so I guess it really doesn't matter. But today we're talking about self-sabotage, which is why I sang that song. Had to wet my whistle. Why I sang that song is because self-sabotage, I do it, everybody does it, it's a thing that happens. So for me, self-sabotage manifests itself in certain ways, like keeping me from doing things that I want to do, out of wondering what's going to happen, who's going to see and, criticize or what have you, or just psyching myself out and not counting myself, able to do what I need to do. Excuse me. So, like, for example, a lot of people have been telling me that I should be a trainer or work in fitness some kind of way, due to my significant amount of weight loss, and me posting my progress has inspired a lot of other people. And I have a personality for people. I have a culinary background, so I could, show people how to do what I do as far as making meals for myself in a healthy manner. And, I agree, and I think about it, and it's something that, I think that I would really enjoy doing. But as far as getting the ball rolling, I'm like, I probably won't make money off of doing this. I might not get that many clients. People aren't going to stick to it. We think of all these things before it even manifests itself, and then we wonder why we aren't where we want to be. I always say I envy people who really love what they do, or who have their own business and they can work from home, but yet, we all have the tools and the know-how to do the things that we want to do, but it's just about getting the ball rolling. Self-sabotage also manifests itself in your relationships. This isn't one for me, but, I've noticed certain people in relationships, when they get something good and it's going well, it's kind of, they're like, it's too good to be true. So they do things to kind of shake up the relationship, or they start fights that, aren't really big issues that, need to be fought about, but for some reason they just can't let it go. It's not really about the issue, it's the sabotage, because they almost feel like they don't either deserve the relationship to be well the way it's going, or they don't know how to process it because they're not used to it. So then they kind of just sabotage their way through it to kind of shake it up, just so, when they get let down, they can kind of say, I knew that was going to happen anyway, before they actually would be let down, when they let themselves fall and let themselves enjoy the relationship being good, and then something actually happens. It's kind of a way to control it subconsciously, the letdown. And we do that with a lot of things. And we have to be able to have faith in God and have faith in ourselves, so that we can practice better methods when it comes to these things that we self-sabotage, these things that, we try and we make excuses of why we can't do it, or why we can't start it, why, things are going the way that they're going. We make excuses and we kind of help the process go in the opposite direction, just because, whatever we're in fear of, we kind of let happen just because of that fear, which is kind of silly in a sense, but it is something that a lot of humans do on a daily basis. Just little stuff like that, we have to be mindful when we begin to self-sabotage ourselves. If we want to go anywhere in life, we have to be able to manifest. We have to be able to speak prophetically and positively in regards to ourselves and our dreams. We have to be able to take risks in faith and not losses out of fear. We have to be able to understand that, we're movable and we're moldable, and we can grow and we can gain knowledge, even if we don't think something's going to work out. We could try anyway with the research and knowledge that we can gain, and, make sure that it doesn't fail. Make a surefire plan, and, not worry about what the next person is going to say, because they may not, but and if they do, keep it moving and do what you're supposed to do, so we have to be able to be our own number one fan. If we're self-sabotaging ourselves and nobody else around is supporting us, then, kind of our dream just goes dead. So I just encourage you to stop with the self-sabotage. Ask God to deliver you. That song is perfect. I think it's perfect for me, because I find myself doing a lot of that, hurting my own feelings, as I like to say, expecting things out of people that deliver mediocrity when, I deliver something very much so greater. I can't expect everyone to be like me, and when they don't, I have to prevent myself from that letdown. So, I tell myself all the time, that I have to learn to stop hurting my own feelings, and that's a big part of self-sabotage as well. Expecting something out of someone that they haven't reciprocated before, they've given you every inkling that they're not going to, but you keep accepting that from the same person. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. So we have to learn how to change that self-sabotage. Listen to the song that's by, what's her name? Leandra Johnson, Deliver Me, or This Is My Exodus. And I hope that you learned something from this message. Stay blessed. And we will be back next Sunday for another Southern Belle Speak Sunday. We'll be back on Friday for Fitness Friday and maybe a bonus video. Thanksgiving is coming up, so stay tuned for some content geared towards that. God bless. Have a blessed week. Stay encouraged and work on that self-sabotage. Ask God to deliver you.